Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about XRP. Shout out to you guys, for sticking around, showing so much love day in, day out. Continue supporting, and you will see a continuation of these updates, of course. But can we really take some time to understand how big of a day this really is? Bitcoin, the king of the market, reached $100,000 for the first time in history. And I just want to take time to congratulate all the people that have been here from the beginning, right? Like day one. We used to dream of times like this, and we knew, when we used to talk about like the $100,000 price points, most of the people would just, laughing, this is never going to go to $100,000. And here we are. Me specifically, and I know a lot of people, within the XRP community specifically, because, XRP is not a new project, right? A lot of people from the XRP community can kind of relate as to how, this market has evolved over the years, gone through a huge turbulence over, the past few years. And here we are, we made it. $100,000, and it still seems like at the start, in my opinion. But yeah, a huge day for the entire industry, not just the XRP community. And here we are, we're making history. And let's take a look at what's happening with XRP right now, and of course what we could be expecting. So if we're looking across the last 1 hour, you are seeing the broader market picking up traction. XRP up 2.4%. On the daily time frame, it is down about 8.7% though. But we need to look at that correlation. Remember what I said: HBAR, XRP, Algorand, and of course, Cardano. These are some projects that, have been thriving over the course of the last few weeks. We're seeing a little bit of a retracement. Reason to that is, I'll share that in a little bit detail. But before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So take a look at the price, $2.41, down 8.6% in USD, down 15% in Bitcoin comparative. And I know this is going to shock a lot of people. People are like, hey, why is the dominance going down so much? Bitcoin is up, to a new all-time high, but why are we still down in dominance? Because the dominance index went up. We need to remember that the dominance index went up, and that is the reason why you're seeing a major lag in the Bitcoin comparative. But market cap holding really good. Currently sitting at 135.1 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume still sky high, sitting at 29.4 billion. But before we get into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. We're going to come back to the price, but let's take a look at this. Brian Armstrong, sums this up so beautifully, and I kind of wanted to share this with you guys. So if you bought $100 of Bitcoin when Coinbase was just founded in June of 2012, it would now be worth about $1.5 million. Let that sink in. $100 of Bitcoin would be worth right now $1.5 million, because Bitcoin was dirt cheap back in 2012. If you kept the $100 USD, you'd only be able to purchase about $73 worth of goods today because, of course, inflation. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of the last 12 years, and it's still early days. Every government, especially those looking to create a hedge against inflation, should create a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Happy Bitcoin $100,000 day, which was December the 4th. We have made massive history, of course. Shout out to all the crypto community. Like I said, that have been here from the beginning. It has been a long journey, and I totally agree with the way Brian Armstrong has summed this up. It has not been a small journey. It has been a long journey. And speaking about Bitcoin strategic reserve, this is something we know that's already happening. And that just shows you how much potential this asset really has. We're looking at the likes of Michael Saylor projecting the market valuation of Bitcoin to reach $280 trillion, I think, in the next 20 years. That is insane. In the next 10 years. That is insane. That's madness. And I know some people are going to come out and say, that is not going to happen. But, people used to think that the price of Bitcoin is not going to reach $10,000. And here we are. We're talking about the U.S. government talking about, creating a Bitcoin strategic reserve. And, what makes us think that, Bitcoin can't go up much higher to the likes of, these crazy levels that some of these big, people are projecting. But take a look at this, guys. Our good old friend Brad Grillinghouse says this: an outstanding choice, Paul Atkins, and at the helm of the SEC will be bringing common sense back to the agency. Of course, we know this is a huge move in the right direction. Of course, Gary Gensler is going, which is insane, sometime early next year on the 20th of January. And I'm sure a lot of people in the crypto markets are thrilled about this. And literally once, Paul Atkins' announcement came out about how he will be the SEC chairman, you really started to see Bitcoin picking up traction if you've been focusing. Along with Hester Pierce and Mark, it's time to swiftly and, definitely end the prohibition era on crypto, restoring freedom of choice, economic growth, and innovation. This is a huge step in the right direction. We were waiting for this. We were waiting to see what candidate is going to be coming and taking over the Gary Gensler position. And again, it was not a major surprise that, we are seeing the likes of Paul Atkins, someone specifically, that is pro-crypto that is going to be taking that role. So a huge, huge deal. And I think this is a major catalyst behind this Bitcoin move today as well. But look at this, guys. Of course, the RLUSD, a lot of speculation was flying around that, it was going to launch yesterday, but, Ripple came out and said, no, it's not launching. And you can see, what Eleanor says, Ripple's tweet affirms my reporting that, NYDFS is poised to approve the company's new stablecoin. Separately, two sources close to the proceedings say today was the anticipated launch date, but some last-minute developments led to a delay. So I do believe that, we could be coming very close for the RLUSD launch. And once that happens, of course, that is going to be a huge deal. And, some people in the XRP community just want to have RLUSD within their portfolio because, of course, some people consist stable coins in the portfolio for dips, right? You need to understand that. And, people just want that exposure. People want to hold that RLUSD. And I think we're getting closer and closer. Once you get that approval factor, though, I think that is going to be a huge deal for the stablecoin as well as Ripple itself as a project. But looking at the Bitcoin dominance today, dominance has picked up. Again, it shouldn't really be a surprise. We broke out of $100,000 price point. So, this shouldn't really be becoming a major surprise for you guys. Dominance did go up based off of that, but nothing too crazy to the likes of, 61.5% or 62%. So you need to be happy about that. If you're looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is looking amazing. Let's give it a refresh live to understand what Bitcoin is doing. Currently sitting at $102,640. Of course, we're sitting in price discovery mode pretty much right now. And yeah, most importantly, we are back above, we were never above the we were never above that six-figure price point, but here we are. For the first time, we actually did make our way out above that. Bulls came at the top, and bears have completely been wrecked. And let the fireworks begin now, for BTC. Looking at XRP is making moves like this, literally. Because if you're looking at it on the hourly time frame, like I said to you earlier, things are making, the market is making a move back towards the upside. And XRP is, of course, reacting in a positive way. Despite dominance higher than where it was yesterday, XRP is making its way back above the $2.44 quite fast, trying to get back in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Let's take a look at it on the hourly time frame to really understand what's going on. So you can see this for yourself. Of course, as dominance kind of went down, we did see, how the day started off here. Actually, let me show you guys something very interesting. So the day kind of started off on, a very interesting note. So we started off with the price of Bitcoin retesting $94,000 actually. And then after, the Paul Atkins announcement came out, boom, the Bitcoin just started making its way back towards all-time highs. And then obviously we cracked past all-time high. But what happened was, when Bitcoin did retest at $94,000, we did retest down to the likes of that $2.18. And of course, the dominance increases did not help. But remember that target that we spoke about yesterday? We could potentially fall down to this level. Here we are. We retested it, and boom, we are seeing a little bit of a spike thanks to obviously dominance kind of falling down over the course of the last few hours. So the last few minutes, dominance has decreased a little bit, which is giving XRP a chance to move towards the upside, and it's reclaiming back above $2.45. And if you somehow got in around the $2.16 price point, you are up 12% in just a matter of a few hours. And if we're able to break out of this key resistance, I think you could be seeing the price of XRP making its way back into the 23.6 quite fast, and we could potentially, carry this Bitcoin momentum and start pushing towards an all-time high, and even that wouldn't come as a surprise to me. So, keep your eyes, focused on Bitcoin as well as the dominance. If dominance goes down, focus on this. If dominance starts pulling down below 55%, Right now, it's obviously sitting at 56%. So if it goes below 56% and Bitcoin stays stagnant at $100,000 plus, I think we could be seeing a new all-time high for XRP also coming, this week itself. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.